Hello friends, welcome to the Hemmings Auctions Week in Review. Our last regular episode, we looked at Mustang values. People seem to like that, so we're going to try it again, this time with third generation Corvettes. I don't know if people seem to like the van studio, except for me, but we're going to keep doing that too. Anyway, the thing with C3 Corvettes is they're affordable, or at least you can find plenty of affordable examples out there. And by affordable, I mean under $20,000, which is pretty much less than any new car on the market. As usual, my regular advice here applies. Do not buy a car you can't afford. Do not buy a car to make money. And, really think about whether or not a material good will truly make you happy. With that out of the way, let's look at some sweet Corvettes. First, some history. The third generation Corvette came out for the 1968 model year, based heavily on the 1965 Mako Shark II concept car designed by Larry Shinoda. The bodywork and interior were all new, but underneath a lot of parts carried over. Almost every model year had some subtle changes, either visible or under the skin. In 1970, they changed the fender flares and redesigned the seats. 1973 brought the long nose bumper. 1974 was the last year of the big block, and 1975 was the last year of the convertible. In 1978, we got the fastback rear glass and an updated interior. Production in Bowling Green started in 1981, and in the final 1982 model year, it was all automatic transmissions, but collector's edition cars had a working hatchback. If you want to get real deep into the year-by-year changes and all the options of the Corvette, pick up a copy of the Corvette Black Book. I'll put a link in below. And wait, I almost forgot our mandatory Corvette summer reference.
I'm going to drive that thing right up to General Motors' front door.
In general, early big block cars go for big money, but you can usually find a small block from any year for under $20,000. Of the 16 Corvettes we've sold in the last 16 months, most of them are under that price. You can even get a good Corvette for around $10,000. We sold this 1977 car for $11,325, this 1979 coupe for $10,000 on the dot, and this two-owner 1982 for $9,475. They're all clean, presented well, and in fresh paint. They're all also automatic transmissions, but 4-speeds are affordable too, like this unrestored 1980 coupe that went for $11,759. Move closer to the $20,000 range and you'll find convertibles, rare and desirable options, and basically nicer cars with stuff like lower mileage, like this 1974 convertible that sold for $21,000, or this cool orange example with manual windows and no AC that went for $17,850. And yes, there are also expensive C3s. Those are usually big block cars and early model years, like I said, the ones that came before emission controls killed the horsepower ratings. At the higher prices, you'll also see things like NCRS Top Flight Awards. That's the National Corvette Restorer Society, and it's an objective measure of how perfect the restoration is. Usually much better than anything that ever came off the production line. Sometimes you'll also just get a plain old good restoration, like this 1968 454 convertible we sold for $55,886. So why are there so many affordable C3s out there? Chevy built more than 500,000 of these. A lot of them were taken care of since new, and plenty of others have received some level of restoration work. So there's ample supply of good examples. And while these were once high-performance machines, today they're outgunned by your basic minivan. So you're not paying a premium for speed like you would with a newer sports car. And on that note, the last item that keeps these prices in line is the number of C4s and C5s that are also in this price range, like this 2001 Z06 we sold last week for $9,000. Yes, please. And that leads me perfectly into some other recent results on HemmingsAuctions.com, just to show you the kind of variety we have on a regular basis. Like not one, but two fire trucks. First up, this 1928 Ford Model AA in beautiful working condition, complete with enclosed trailer. It sold for $45,150. I hope that Dalmatian statue was included. And also this adorable 1996 Mitsubishi Mini Cab with a matching boat. It sold for $12,180. It's not a fire truck, but this 1989 Ford Taurus SHO is red. It also is super clean and has the manual 5-speed transmission. It's a reminder that once upon a time, automakers still made sedans and they still put clutch pedals in them, and people like them. Those were the days. Last up this week, a 1971 Mercedes-Benz 300 SEL 6.3 sold for $47,250. This is the grandfather of all of the Mercedes AMG cars today. It's the big engine in the smaller chassis, and it's green. But this also has a great story. It was sold by the widow of the owner after he passed away, and she said, "It's time to let another collector who will love this car enjoy it." I think it's safe to say that that's really what we all want for our cars after we're gone. Hopefully that day is a long way off, though. In the meantime, visit HemmingsAuctions.com. Check out all the new listings that we have every single day, plus premium classifieds you can buy right now. And don't forget to sign up for the email newsletter. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.